Hello everyone, I'm Bra Mithra. It's time for the April 2nd, not April Fool's Day, also not March, but this is the March 2024 update posted on April 2nd. So, there will be some April Fool's stuff in there. We're going to look at it. We're going to see. But Black Knight fulfillment, 97% complete. I don't know exactly if that's correct, but there seems to be a lot of people who don't have it. But it's on the shop now, so it must be enough people have it. I think everyone's going to get it who ordered it, so it's not like it matters. But 97% complete. Hooray, 97 fun times. Black Knight fulfillment has hit our prerequisite number, and we are releasing the expansion for sale on our web store. Still some stragglers globally, and we acknowledge delays from the EU partner warehouse. It's quite an occasion for us. This is the first bona fide single monster Kingdom Death expansion in 8 years. Vignettes are not single monster expansions. So, I guess that was, the Clennyman stuff. Those aren't single monsters. But they're bona fide single monster release. Yes, a nemesis, so not a quarry, but yes, it is a monster. Feels absolutely wild. Releasing monsters was supposed to be the backbone Kingdom Death monster. For me, I eat, work, sleep, and breathe KDM 24/7. For everyone else outside this lifestyle, it's a really damn long time. I think everybody knows it was a pretty long time. So here's the EU warehouse thing. This sucks for everyone involved. I wish everyone gets their thing soon. I will hope these things are overcome soon. Seem to be doing better. Morgan has been our fastest selling single release character since we started these types of releases at Gen Con 2023. That's crazy if true. Morgan's great and all. I think she's winning the poll today. Last I saw, beating Macy. So yeah, Morgan's great and all. The fastest selling single release of this type. Yeah, that's crazy. I would have thought that like other ones would have sold faster, like Skrell or like Lenore or what was it? Well, I guess the other ones had painter scales in there as well that weren't just like this, but I would have thought like Sunlion, Urza was great, or Lucy, but I guess those are still around. But Urza is never around. She completely sold out, but that's crazy. If true, good for Morgan. That's pretty cool. Core Games sold out in the U.S. We have sold out our supply copy of Core Games in the U.S. warehouse. We are currently arranging a resupply for our partner warehouse in EU. We are happy to backorder any new orders while we wait for the container to arrive. Thanks. Frog Dog, Ultimate Showdown Board, Roll Survivors, t-shirts. So there's that. That image. We are approaching fulfillment of the Frog Dog. Awesome. I haven't seen anybody say that they've gotten like a bill in bagger kit yet. So for Black Knight, we were able to see the bill before that, but really cool. Hopefully it's coming soon. No mention of the Showdown board here. Hopefully Showdown board's coming. I think it is. It doesn't say it, but I think it is. We'll scroll down. I think we can see an actual production copy of the Showdown board in the picture coming up. So, if you need to adjust your t-shirt size, this will be done manually by our team, so please reach out to support here. We'll be willing to email everyone who's getting a t-shirt to make final adjustments. Containers are landing, shirts are being printed, and I even bought a little label printer for the shirts to keep everything organized. I will have more specific fulfillment start news once we confirm the arrival dates of all parts of the wave to each warehouse. At the time of writing this, I think the Roll Survivors are still in the air, and I know the t-shirts are not quite finished being made. Didn't mention anything about the Showdown board again, so hopefully the Showdown board's with Frog Dog. I don't know. We don't mention the Showdown board where it was. The t-shirts Roll Survivors are still in the air, and t-shirts not quite being done. No mention of shirt. Here are final designs for the Percival shirt. This is amazing. So, Percival shirt, awesome. Great shirt. I think I have to skip past this next one. So, that was skipped. What's on the table? Currently, I am working on the Red Witches. Anna is working on Pariah, and the playtest team is working out kinks in the Screaming God Showdown. No mention of Wanderers. Wanderers were also supposed to be in this release wave. So, maybe not. Maybe. Who knows? But here's the image I was talking about. This looks to be the Showdown board, the final production, or at least this was the test production sample that they're using here. These are Red Witches. They are huge. Red Witches are very big. Very big. Bigger than Small Butcher, bigger than Hand, bigger than Kingsman. They're a huge nemesis. They are bigger than Survivors. I don't remember White Speakers being canonically this huge, but big. They big. So, let's look at the Showdown board here. Those are all mini Survivors, kind of. Young Rachel is not a mini Survivor, and I don't think the Survivor next to her is a small Survivor. But that Urza's original starting, so she's small, and that's Inti from the Intimacy couple. He's also small. But the Survivor next to Morgan, I think, is now the standard scale, it looks like. I don't know which one that is. But you can see here, this is the Showdown board. We're going to talk about that card here in a second. But if you see this dice with the 1 and 9, it is cocked, sitting on the board here. So that's something to realize. I wouldn't roll really on the board unless you're fighting Gambler. But it does appear that it might be hard to get flat die rolls on the board. But whatever, that's fine. Let's talk about this card here. I think this card is an April Fool's joke because it's called Cheeky Magic Wand. Cheeky Magic Wand. And then it says, I'm going to try to do reading upside down here, but I think it says Nico engages you with a mock or with something powerful. Engages you with the most powerful tool of all, the Cheeky Magic Wand. Then it says, like, no target, secret witch dance. And then move and attack after damage. It's like witch or red witch dance. I don't know if that's April Fool's joke. It kind of, I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That's definitely some weird stuff. Cheeky Magic Wand. Who knows? Magic wands. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. But there we go. That's the Red Witch. It looks like probably the Showdown board, so very cool. We have had a working version of Road to Showdown for quite some time now. Its narrative has been a little bare bones, so I'm going back through to inject a lot more personality. White Speakers have such a big, mysterious part of Kingdom Death. They have. White Speakers have been such a big, mysterious part of Kingdom Death. There is such an awesome opportunity to show more about them through gameplay and lots of Survivor death. I'm having quite a bit of fun writing AI cards that will allow Brawl to drain Survivor's blood with her bare feet as depicted on her model, which is crazy. I'm also exploring the idea of what happens when a Survivor in a red cloak uses its ability and swaps somewhere they were not expecting. And we just dropped off the art order for that unique story event with our team. Have to skip past one of those. So these are old Screaming God sculpts. So Screaming God armor changing slightly. Here we go. These are the Pariah survivors changing slightly. Pariah survivors. And here's this one. Oops. How did that last one sneak in there? Looks like someone is excited about their 15th anniversary. So this is Urza. So the 10th anniversary survivors were just re-released. Now we have the 15th anniversary survivors. So for 15th anniversary survivors, that should be Gen Con, I think, this year. So this is Urza. Should mean that they're core compatible. If they're 15th anniversary survivor, this should be the survivors from core around Lantern Year 15. So these should all be core things. And if you notice, she's holding a bow. And I don't think that's going to be like a lion bow. And I don't think... Maybe it's a Screaming Lope bow? That would be neat if Screaming Lope got a bow or Screaming Lope got some arrows here or something. But you can see the her quiver. If you look at the bottom of the quiver, they're rounded, pointed tips, like for those arrows that are in her quiver. Interesting. Maybe there's going to be more of the bombs or something. But that's cool. So this is Urza, 15th anniversary Urza. Very cool. Looks like lantern everything. Yeah, looks like legit just full lantern. Maybe like a leather. Maybe she's wearing leather waist or something. But it looks like just legit full lantern she's wearing. So, and we're also retouching up the Parasite Queen. I'm saving some images on that for another time. It's a story for another time. Status on Remastered Wave 1. So, Remastered Wave 1... It's a little too early to tell. Everything is looking good right now, and we just have to finish up all the infrastructure we need for operations for the remainder of the year. So the team's full attention in all departments is swinging over to wrap up the items we listed for Wave 2. Should know by June where we are and if I need to eat my proverbial hat for setting estimated expectations that I couldn't quite not reach. We do quality really, really, really well. Scheduling is something we're still mastering. April, we are shifting to Demon Mode dev cycle with alternating double shifts. I talked to Big Game last month, and it's time to bring years of research, playtesting, drafts, and notes across the finish line. Wish us luck. Okay. Okay. No mention of Wanderers here in this update, and those were also in those same notes. So, Gen Con 2024! I can confirm that we'll be returning to Gen Con 2024. For the first time, we are making a dedicated Kingdom Death play space available in the event hall, within walking distance of our booth. We have some exciting plans for both this space and our booth. Additionally, if anyone has any wishes for a Kingdom Death event they would like to see or participate in, please feel free to share your ideas in the comments below. Kingdom Death Sim. This is texture cache dump. So these are just sim things, improvements. Effective models now appear as they were designed. So yeah, there was some things with Zell that were mentioned. So Zell looks better. The Ghost Pen now will write multiple things. This was all in the patch notes and stuff. Ghost Pen now compiles multiple entries into a single line on your record sheet. Now add entries one at a time or hover over a stack for the pen to record, which is super cool. And then Grimory. So Grimory was released is an Indomitable Survivor Grimory. He's with Gusk Knives. So we'll talk about that when we do the video for the shop releases. But Grimory looks like he was nerfed a little bit. We'll talk about it. Specifically, the daggers are no longer shields, which was the funnest thing about them. So Grimory is now also up on the sim. So if I can get a look at the sim, maybe I'll look at the cards there. But we and the Dwelling Keeper are enlightened to have you. Kingdom Death Simulator is an early access project, and we humbly thank you for support. The Dark Architects are excited to continue improving and expanding the experience while fixing bugs and addressing game-breaking issues as they arise until next month. So then it shows how Grimory slides into the blind spot. Now when you use beta attack, it'll dark. But Black Knight, Digital Black Knight. We're also working on the Black Knight for the sim. Once it is ready, the expansion will be sent to master key holders first before becoming available on our web store. So remember, Black Knight is now available on the actual web store. The physical Black Knight is available. So if you wanted to, you can buy it. Milestone. We are also approaching a user milestone with our little KDS project. Next month, we are planning to release of Indomitable Survivor Morgan. So that's a different that's a different Morgan than what was just released, because that was like the Savior Morgan, the Purple Savior, which was not an Indomitable Survivor. So I don't know if that will be the same one, maybe, or it will be a new one, if it will be another sim-only thing, maybe, like Morg. Morg's a sim-only. Maybe that will be it. Who knows? So, and have some various military plans. So, Community Garden. Here's this. As promised, we remain committed to listening to and engaging with everyone. And then they talk about stuff about Kickstarter comics. I don't want to talk about the Kickstarter comic stuff, so it just is what it is. But here's some questions from Kickstarter comments. When will heliocentrism, starbound, and gatherism be fulfilled? These philosophies are still on track to be released alongside Campaigns of Death. At the moment, that means they are on our remastered Wave 2 track. Okay, whatever that means. Why is the first hero slated for Wave 5 release when its showdown is already demo ready? The first hero is coming along great. There's still a lot more for us to do. Rather than the case of this expansion is being pushed back despite being so far, there are other expansions that are even further along, so it makes sense for us to release them first. Okay. When will backers have the opportunity to adjust their changes? It says that or t-shirt changes. It says you can do that right now. They'll do all that stuff. Reach out to support. Will updated cards of previous release products, 10th Anniversary Survivors, be made available in a future Legendary card pack? Yes, right now it's looking like the next Legendary card pack will release alongside Campaigns of Death. Though timings might change if another release window looks like it makes more sense. Will build guides for the Black Knight expansion or Vignettes of Death, Killennium Butcher be released? Check in with our sculpting team on this. Okay, yes. I'm assuming they'll eventually be on this shop. Yes. Yes. Finally, I had to make the difficult decision, part ways, a small number, so I don't want to talk about that. Constructive trolling is always welcome. Okay. So, Pencil Knight Poots Photo Resin Miniature available in a limited run coming to the web store at a random undisclosed time. Every 100th copy comes with a special King's Coin, which will be traded as a complete set to the Great Game Hunters for a Dark Elixir, a time-space altering beverage which can resurrect any Kingdom Death character, including the Dark Herald. Okay, so there we go. That's totally real and not an April Fool's joke. So, Owen's Celebration. Here we go. What's this? And so we celebrate Owen, and also the Black Knight expansion. We have seen and heard so many wonderful things about the Black Knight expansion, painted miniatures, gameplay session, and of course, so much praise for Owen. Now we take a moment to roll through this validation because before we clean ourselves up and get back to work. So, very nice paint job here by the Oblong Gong. Very good paint job. I have yet to finish mine. I don't think they'll be painted by the time you see the videos. No way. I know they're not. And I've already recorded some videos for Black Knight. So I know they're not. There's Quack's Black Knight video. This is Iola, right? I forget. Source Burning a Dream. And that's a very nice base. Good job on the base work for Lord Terp II. King of Death Black Knight. That's only Nugs. Good job on unboxing Black Knight. I think I saw that video. I can't remember. This is Owen. That's our boy. So Instagram Tex Red, which is, I forget. Is that Mumford? I forget exactly who that is. No, it's not. Then we have Meet Me at the Table unboxing. So that's Bernd, right? Yeah. Forget who unboxed that, but they have a lot of Kingdom Death videos and stuff, so very cool for them. And this was also posted in the KDM Means for Lanterns Reign Discord. I remember seeing that. And then we have kind words from Fen. We get amazing and encouraging mail all the time, and it's honestly a shame that we don't share it more often. Just recently I started my day to a wonderful message from Fen, a long time and avid Kingdom Death monster player. And then it says, "Hi Poots, I've been playing with the new vignette a lot over the past week in preparation to review it, and I wanted to just write to you and Team Death to say that honestly, bravo, nailed it. This is absolutely amazing fun. It's so well put together and I love it." Yes, this is talking about the Killennium Butcher vignette. Second thing is something I just wanted to throw your way because I love the Wizard of Oz references in this one. So here's the pitch. A king vignette of death with a variant king called the Queen, fighting against analogs for Alice, the White Rabbit, the Mad Hatter, and the Cheshire Cat. Kingdom Death spin on Alice in Wonderland. Love to see that brought to life the way you guys did with Oz. 2 thumbs up. Thank you, Fen. Your message really lit our inner lanterns ablaze. Fen is currently making really cool deep dive videos about Kingdom Death using the simulator. Yes, boss battling with Fen, and there's a link there. So, that is it. The shop had some interesting things. There was the first re-release of a beta, which was Gunborg. We've already talked about Gunborg with her hemoglobin. I forget what her weapon was, but it synergized with blood tokens or bleed tokens and stuff. So it was really cool. Really cool. And, I can't remember the name of that sword, but she had a sword. But she's up there again. It's a beta release. The newest one was Grimory, which I talked about. I'll go into all this. Grimory's on this shop as well. There was some Elastomer statues in resin. 11 Elastomer statue terrain for Black Knight was also released. Lots of cool stuff on the shop. And Ambitionism survivors. So, that's it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.